왜 이렇게 오래 걸려? 어머, 어머. 금방 켜서 그런가? 이게 아무튼. 일단 시작은. 음, 음. 얘는 뭐야? 호르도나 이야기는 이게 사건이 아닌가? 우리 집 이야기인데 이거? 이게 그건가? 서브? 도둑 맞은 바이올린. 스칼 라디오에서 애들러가 북쪽에 있는 프로페서 가에서 날 만나주시오. 안소니 존스. 오케이, 오케이. 스칼 라디오에서 이렇게 하면은 여기서 애들러가 북쪽에 있는 프로페서 잠깐만, 아까 여기 애들러가 있던데. 애들러가 여기 애들러가잖아. 프로페서가 여기 있다. 여기 찍어놓고 가보겠습니다. 베이비님 어서오세요. 근처네. 바이올린 찾아주러 간다. 이렇게 길에서 밤을 새고 말았다. 근데 아니면 이 집 같은데. 이 집에 왜 존이 이렇게 여기서 낯설지가 않다 해. 이 집 아니야? 얘한테 물어보자. 음악 선생님. 여기 있다. 와, 찾기가 빡세도.
The name is Sherlock Holmes.
Very pleased to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I'm Anthony Jones. But by the sounds of it, you haven't seen my instrument, alas. But if there's anything you can do to help locate it, I'd be most glad.
정확히 무슨 일이 있었던 겁니까?
Just tell me exactly what happened. How was your violin stolen?
Some needy soul broke into my home while I was out. The only thing of value they took was the instrument.
Did you report the theft to the police?
I did, but they dismissed it as petty theft. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame them. They certainly have more important matters to deal with.
It would be another crime if I let some petty thief get away with your beloved violin. Let me help you find it.
Oh, thank you very much. I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Come inside, I'll show you everything.
제가 해결해드리죠.
Feel free to look around.
음악가 도끼. 부서진
Door was
자물쇠.
kicked in.
누군가 억지로 들어오려 했어. 아니면 들어왔다.
We could bake apples here, or smoke a duck. Ooh, or make pizza. Do you like pineapple?
뭐야, 조사하는 게 아니라 나가는 거였어? 그냥 문고리 조사하는 줄. 자, 다시.
This cover is dusty. It hasn't been taken off for a long time.
Feel free to look around.
여기가 바이올린 있던 곳이군.
The thief left the bow.
바이올린만 훔쳐갔어? 활 놔두고?
The scrap of fabric is covered in white stains.
흰 얼룩. 이건 피?
Clumsy of a thief to cut himself on the glass he just broke. The jagged bottle
유리병?
reeks of cheap whiskey. An utterly useless theft deterrent for a glass display case. Nothing was taken except for the violin. How odd.
이상하다, 그래?
These are intricate pieces of music, quite beautiful if my sight reading holds true. I see you've received many accolades.
Ah, those are from a long time ago. I used to perform a lot in my youth.
뭔가 그냥 이 사람을 싫어하는 사람이 아닐까?
Anything else you'd like to know?
Does anyone else live here?
No. My dear Emily died long ago. And God never blessed us with children. I used to give music lessons. But nobody visits me anymore.
You weren't here when the burglary happened, correct?
I was tending to my wife's grave at the cemetery. I was only gone a few hours and locked the door before leaving.
뭐야 방금. 모든 증거 수집. 천조각. 분석을 해보겠습니다. 얘는 뭐지? 근데 뭔가 바꾸는 것 같은데? 아, 이렇게. 성공. 소금과 화약 자국이 남아있다. 피의 길. 피를 흘리면서 갔으니까 피 자국이. 봅시다. 피를 좀 많이 흘렸나? 아, 비켜. 멀리도 갔네. 잠깐만.
Fresh fruit. Freshy,
끊긴
freshy,
거
fresh.
아니지? 잠깐만. 끊긴 거 같은데? 여기 있다.
The trail stops here among the waste.
너니?
Hello, sir. Would you like some fruit? Fresh from the orchard?
I'm not hungry, but I'm looking for a violin that was stolen. Any chance you saw someone with one?
Oh, yes, I did. It was sailors, sir. And they were very good customers. They ate lots of fruit and said that my donkey looks like their friend. A left and left and... Lieutenant Sean.
A lieutenant. Did you see where they went?
No, sorry, sir. I was helping other buyers. Oh, and sir, the sailors also took my donkey. So I guess they weren't very good customers. They promised to return him, but they didn't come back. My father will kill me if he finds out. So I'm still waiting here
당나귀도
for them.
훔쳐갔대.
Do you know
어머.
Anthony Jones, the musician? He lives nearby.
Of course. Mr. Jones is very kind. He never barters. Funny you ask.
I'm yet to crack a smile, so pray tell.
Well, the first time they came by, the sailors mentioned something about music, so I told them Mr. Jones can teach them how to play. Wait, so what is his violin? Oh,
네 잘못이
You
아니야.
couldn't have known they would steal from the old man. Fortunately, you made up for it with your testimony. I'll find them and your donkey soon enough. Stay put.
보자. 당나귀도 훔쳐간 것 같다. 다른 상인들이라면 봤을지도 모른다.
Can I ask you a
물어볼까요?
question?
Mr. Fancy Clothes won't find any answers here.
옷을 갈아입어야 되나? 애들이 좀 띠꺼운데. 자, 물어보겠습니다.
May I ask for your assistance?
Oh, every story has a price. You're lucky I'm telling you this for free.
알려주는 거 봐. 진짜 얄미워. 보자. 기둥이 서 있는 아치형 기렵 10수대 부근에서 당나귀를 밀고 있는 사람들을 봤다고 기억해냈다. 뭐 저기 아니야?
Come closer and try something on. You won't look the finest clothes for the finest citizens.
아, 나
Of
여기에는
course. Think it
질문이 안
over.
되네.
Take your time.
얘한테 물어보는 것도 안 되고.
Refresh your interior. Pick what you like.
물어볼 사람이 없는데?
We have a large assortment
Help
and
me,
pleasant
please.
prices.
You're scary. I don't want to talk to
아,
you.
너한테 안 물어봤어.
Do you know anything about this?
Stay away from me and from people like me too, or you'll regret it.
Take a look. Try it on. It'll
Call
be
me
a
when you
nice
find the
purchase.
그래, 조언 좀 자고 있어. 열받게 하지 말고.
Are you able to help me?
No, it's the first time I've heard it.
도움이 안 되는데? 여기가 아닌가 아니면? 여기로 한번 가볼까? 어? 헉, 당나귀!
The donkey was being stubborn, but so were they.
There we are. The first lead
아,
in our
여기서
asinine
밀었구나.
chase.
어허. 불쌍한 당나귀. 모자도 떨어뜨렸어.
One of them lost his cap.
바나나도.
They certainly bought a lot of fruit from the boy. Fear of scurvy, perhaps?
A pile of dung. An act of defiance.
똥무더기.
I hope it got on their shoe.
젖은 수염? 당나귀다.
This must be Lieutenant Sean. The sailors couldn't get him inside the tavern.
Don't forget to point the boy to his donkey on our way back.
돌아오는 길에 그
Don't forget to
애한테.
point the boy to his donkey on our way
오케이,
back.
오케이.
Grief, those drunks are wreaking havoc.
뭐야, 소동? 경찰은 쓸모없어. 카드놀이, 선원무리, 항구, 안전하지 않은 겁에 다시.
Grief, those drunks are wreaking havoc in there.
좀 이렇게 듣다가. 자, 카드놀이 아니었고, 경찰 아니었고, 선원무리. 이거 아니었고, 한 거 아니었고, 엉망으로 틀렸고. 이제 완벽히 알았어. 한 거 아니고, 아니고, 선언물이, 카드놀이 아니고, 여기! 선술집을 엉망으로 겁에 질린 손님들. 사람들의 소동을 피며 레디스커스 선술집에 커다란 피해를 입히고 있다. 아까 걔네들 대화해보자.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
아, 존 봐. 존 겁나 귀여운데? 천 구하기. 그래. 근데 사람들 이거 총 모양 손 가지고 대기 타는 거 보소. 동네 바보. 아, 큰일 났다.
Gonna kick his out.
아! 잠깐만. 야, 달려서 빵! 오케이, 체포! 딱 가서 체포!
No more crime for you until next month.
어딨어? 이 쌉새끼가. 잠깐만. 머리에 쏠 뻔. 아씨, 어떻게 때리지?
Won't work this way.
아, 죽겠어! 딱! 이렇게 해서 시기야, 죽방.
Give him the pepper snuff.
뒤졌다. 너 죽고 싶어? 아, 오케이, 나이스. 딱,
No more crime for you until next.
The snuff's ready.
딱.
Too simple.
오케이, 개고수.
Coming for you.
어떻게 하지? 그래서? 잠깐만, 등이 빵댕이 뭐 이렇게.
I couldn't miss the party. Take this.
The snuff's ready.
저기 뭐 없나? 애들 왜 이렇게 많아? 씨. 아, 틀렸어.
I couldn't miss the party.
어디야? 오케이.
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper
뺨!
snuff.
뺨 때리는 거 봐.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
됐나? 아, 아직이야. 뺨! 찰싹!
No more crime.
Give him the pepper snuff.
오케이.
Don't cry. The snuff's
자, 다 체포 완료했습니다. 전원 생존.
Well, they left me no choice.
어머. 자, 그래서 개고생했는데 또 찾는 건 또 내 몫이네. 그냥 알려주면 안 되나? 바이올린 여기 있었군 이러면서. 아, 여기 있다. 와우.
The maker's stamp suggests it was made by a student of Pressender. Quite a lovely instrument.
And somehow, after all the mayhem, it's still in one piece.
됐다. 다 찾았고. 가기 전에 베이비한테 당나귀 여기 있다고 알려줘야겠어. 우리 당나귀가 또 슬퍼할지도 모르니까.
I found your donkey. It's not far from here, outside the Wet Whiskers Tavern. You'd better go after it before someone decides to borrow it again.
Thank you, sir. I'll be quick as a flash. Hey, Yusuf, please look after my cart, okay? And don't eat anything. Well, you can have a couple of grapes, but only the small ones.
우리 애기가 아주 그냥 똘똘하구먼. 가자. 이제 바이올린 갖다 주고
Here's your violin, Mr. Jones. It might have gained a few nicks and scratches, but considering what it's been through, it's a miracle that it's still in one piece.
God bless you. I am deeply in your debt, Mr. Holmes. The scratches don't matter. They are like scars, each telling a story. It is the sound that matters. Oh, you should hear
다행히
the sea.
서브는
It would be my
쉽네.
pleasure.
금방 끝나.
Hey, Sherlock. Don't you recognize it?
왜? 익숙한 선율. 예전의 기억.
Look up, Sherry. There used to be an attic up there. We used to sneak in from the roof and listen to Mr. Jones play when we were children. You should tell the old man the truth. I think it will mean a lot to him.
Bravo. I'd forgotten how beautiful a violin sounds in the skilled hands of a virtuoso. That melody, it brought back some memories. I have a confession to make, Mr. Jones. As a child, I used to sneak into the attic above this very room.
연주 안 끝났는데. 브라보!
Spellbound by the music.
Oh, so that was you. After my wife's death, it was difficult to pick up the violin again. But knowing someone was listening helped me persevere. In fact, a young man like yourself could breathe a second life into this instrument. It's a remarkable outlet for one's emotion. You should have it.
I can't accept that. And, well, I don't play.
It's never too late to learn, Mr. Holmes. The way I see it, the violin chose you. Take good care of her.
바이올린 내 거야?
Sherry, I'm really glad we helped him.
아마 집에서 장식하지 않을까? 어딨어? 내 바이올린. 연주 방법을 배워야 할 것 같다. 배우고 싶나 본데? 자, 사건은 그럼 끝났네요. 서브가 뭐 없네? 아니면 이건가? 이거 뭐 가서 기억력을 이제 떠올리는 뭔가가 있어. 우리 집에 뭐 과거 일이라든지. 서브라서 짧네. 나쁘지 않은 듯? 시청에 가서 걷다 보면 오래전 기억이 어렴풋이 떠오른다. 우리 기억이 뭐가 있나? 저기 있다.
a large crowd gathered.
많은 사람들이 모였다.
I was
난가?
here, young and passionate about the truth. Mycroft stood close to me. He was keen on my attending every official event, that I might prepare myself for the Crown service.
Lucky for you, that was the last time he did it.
There was a stage here, a tribune.
넌 누구야?
The governor gave his speech there. He was lying through his
청도.
teeth and nobody noticed, or didn't want to, but I noticed. I was extremely irritated by his lies. I shouted my opinions very loudly for everyone to hear.
The crowd went wild.
그 다음에는 어디죠? 나 끌려간다.
Mycroft was angry but calm. He led me away from the stage. He told me that I should keep my mouth shut, and that silence is golden. I couldn't stand for that.
Behold, Sherlock Holmes's famous adherence to justice was born here.
응? 그냥 진짜 기억이었다. 일단 그러면은 우리 집에 한번 가볼게요. 이제 다시 집의 기억을 떠올리러. 무슨 거울에 가야 되나 본데? 옷 좀 갈아입자. 됐어.
You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with.
여기가
You don't miss out on much.
여기다.
Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
집중. 집중. 이게 아닌가? 아, 여기서 문으로?
Another one. There must be something
가 아니라?
behind it. I can feel it.
여기 있다. 난 거 같은데? 나는
I had a surprise for my mother.
엄마한테 선물하려 했는데
I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, you had a shovel with you, John. I remember
삽이랑
now. We dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away.
유적을?
For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs.
화병을 두고 내려갔어.
I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
어머,
Yes,
위층에서
upstairs.
여기 위층 여기 맞지? 어머 어머. 꽃병 조각.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all
깨졌고.
over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate.
남자.
Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it.
먼지. 어머.
Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
너무 무서워. 이게 엄마 방이구나. 어떤 기억이 떠오를까?
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench.
Look what I found.
And
The
here is
White
the
King
reason.
is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
이 자식 설마 체스 하자고? 체스를 두자고 부추겼다. 전에 말은 검은색이 어떻게 하는데?
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
응? 어떻게 하는 거야? 자. 더 타임즈에 실린 셜록홈즈의 부고. 아빠. 오페라 도중 심장 질환을 일으켰다.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep.
오래된 종이 한 장. 오토 릭터 박사의 진찰 기록. 풍경을 그려보려고 했다. 처음 몇 장은 분명하고 정확했으나 현실에서 빠르게 멀어져 갔다. 시력에도 영향을 주는 것 같다.
Feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry. Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
의사 가방이 있는 거야 아직도? 안 들고 갔나?
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom. No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
관찰일지. 환자가 수면장애와 불안증, 혼란스러워지는 증상, 강한 징종제를 처방함. 어쩌고저쩌고. 공격적인 행동을 보인다. 밤에는 홈즈 부인을 침대에 묶어두라고 지시했다. 용량을 늘렸다. 약한 환각제와 함께 추가 처방을 했다. 여기 묶어놨나봐 이렇게. 그래서
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right. Seems this was the most frequently used medication. 1 dram dissolved in a glass of water administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours. Not to be given to children.
바이오 하자드. 홀리. 바이올렛이 시거에게. 엄마가 많이 슬퍼하고 계셨군요.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose. My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers we could find.
이
on the
소리는
island.
뭐야? 뭐야? 에? 공포 게임 아니지. 방금 막 소리 되게 이상했는데?
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. Oh, it brings back some memories.
보자, 우리가 뭔가 할 게 많아. 일단은 뭔가 좀 어려워진 듯. 아, 뭐야, 뭐 이렇게 많아. 이건 뭐야? 이거는 일 올리는 거? 그렇군. 가면 갈수록 점점 어려워지는데? 버섯에서 유래된 한각제 성분이 나왔다. 아침에 열병. 어머니가
Mother was
불안해하셨어.
troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down.
그릇이 깨져 있는데?
The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. We
우리는
had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? It's starting to ring a bell.
엄마가
happened
막
in the
이렇게
morning.
난리 난 거 아니야? 상상이다. 즐거운 상상 시간. 어허. 이렇게 그릇이 이렇게 나가야겠지? 아니구나. 얘는 여기 맞은 건가? 옷을 갈아입었어야 했다라고 하니까 뭔데 칼에 찔리는 소리가 나는데? 얘는 뭐함? 이건가? 맞다.
don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What? Oh.
Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
시작부터 좋지 않았다. 음식을 던지며 소리를 지르고 거짓말쟁이라고 하셨다. 존과 나는 아침 차를 가져왔는데 나는 무서워졌다. 고맙게도 존이 나를 지켜주고 진정시켜줬다.
My mother, she was not just ill, but had. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
존.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John.
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
존 기억이 제일 충격적이어서 그런 게 아닐까? 뭔가 마음이 아파서.
But can we at least leave it for another day?
존이 어쨌든 내 상상 친구잖아.
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
그냥 안 괜찮아.
It feels wrong, sad. Like they're the memories of
겉은
another
별로
man. I'm
슬퍼
struggling
보이지
to reconcile my
않지만.
love for my mother with the reality of who she was. And worse, what possessed Mycroft to lie about it? There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes, metallic salts. What is this sailor doing here?
그래서 얘랑 체스 어케함? 모르겠다리.
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the black king with the rook.
이겼어? 역시 찍신이지. 이게 다른 게 필요 없다니까. 찍고 보는 거야. 누가 찾아왔어요.
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You can call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something
뭐야?
for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
뭔 갑자기 새로운 게임 뭔 소리야? 머리에 뭐예요? 분홍색 페인트 최근에 묻었다. 오래되고 낡았다. 고된 노동의 흔적이 없음. 겉은 되게 일꾼 같아 보이지만 변장인가? 헉! 물건을 숨기고 있다. 선원으로 변장한 예술가 라는 게 있고 선원 예술가 전시회 초대장을 건네기 위해 온 것이라고 추측했다. 변장을 한 것이냐 아니냐인 것 같은데 예술가는 맞나봐. 그러면은 가짜 선원.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr.
오케이,
Holmes.
맞췄어요.
Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favorite part of any
현장이
conversation.
맞다.
Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually
키스
wear such
마크가
a
이마에
uniform.
있는 거냐고.
The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top
번화복에
of the list.
걔네
And you've been attempting to
이상한
conceal
선글라스
something
끼고 있더니.
square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
당신의 천재성이 좀 필요해요. 다른 게 열렸네? 보자. 가기 전에 화장실. 화랑. 올드시티. 바자가와 헤르메스대로. 바자가가 여기가 다 바자가. 헤르메스대로. 교차로. 일단 여기 가볼까요? 뭐야 얘는 또?
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume.
어머, 네.
Correct. With whom do I have the pleasure?
Emilio Esteva, happy to make your acquaintance. I am here on behalf of Mycroft, your brother. He's on his way to Cordona. In the meantime, he requests your assistance with the sensitive
형이
matter.
오고 있다는데?
My orders are to provide you with the details.
You have my attention, Mr. Esteban.
Mark Ridley, the son of General Arthur Ridley, is being blackmailed. Suffice to say, the compromising material is of a delicate nature. The matter is of no small importance to the Crown, especially given the status quo on Cordona.
뭘 해야
What does
되죠?
Mycroft want me to do? Retrieve the blackmail material?
No, sir, nothing of the sort. Mark Ridley is meeting the blackmailer atop the old city bridge tower. You shall observe from a distance, then establish the blackmailer's
정체를 밝히는
identity.
것.
Do not attempt to arrest him. We'll handle it from there.
Saving the best for yourself? Fine.
There is a cafe just over the bridge that provides a good vantage point. Please report to me when you are done. I'll be waiting for you here, and remember, discretion is of the essence.
들키지 않고 사랑 주급 코르도나. 아 이거는 서브네. 나 우린 그러면 하랑 먼저 가는 걸로. 선약이 있기 때문에. 어딜까? 일단 여기 쪽 가서 카라반 세라이가 뭐지? 여기 여기 아닌가? 교차로. 와. 아, 여기 있네. 뭐야, 코앞에 있었네. 에헴. 여기가 화랑이군요.
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you
근데 왜 이렇게
planted in me the
수상해?
seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific. I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
설명해
What about this
주십시오.
intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement
나도
is the
눈썹
only
없는
entrance.
줄.
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
뭐가 있죠?
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no. It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
한번 가보겠습니다. 어디죠? 지하실이?
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
지하실이 어디라고요? 대화는 안 되네. 여기 있다.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
너 여기서 낚시해? 커녕. 자, 여기가 일단은 지하실.
Old and hasn't been used for a long time. The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame.
걷는 사람이 다리를 전다.
Closed with a metal bolt.
긁힌 자국. 자석? 이게 그래서 뭐라고?
Footprints. Size 9.5.
여기서 들어왔구만. 오. 들어가기엔 너무 작은 거 아닌가?
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
살짝 움직여진 것으로 보임. 손바닥.
A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane. Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
어. 여기가 불탄 거네. 일단 틀이 비어
Sheer
있어.
vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
담배, 말보루,
A malpal butt.
말팔.
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache.
어허. 뭐야, 뭔 소리야? 벌써 상상이 나왔어? 아직 출이 덜한 것 같은데?
The parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the
어!
artist's recreational
이거
interests.
되게 유명한 그림 아닌가? 이거 고야
Saturn devouring
작품?
his son. Grim composition.
아들을
Unflinching in its
삼키는.
ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
자, 상상을 한번 풀어보자고. 저 작품 되게 많이 나온. 자, 일단 그럼 당연히 여기서 나왔겠지. 여기에 발자국이 있으니까. 뭐야 이거? 아, 발자국을 직접 만든 걸 수도 있다. 일단은 누군가 걸어 나왔다는 가정하에 뭐야? 이런 경우도 있단 말이야? 여기 손자국이 있었거든요. 여기 손 갖다 대는 곳에. 이 손자국을 증명하려면 여기서 나왔다라는 게 뭔가 있나? 일단은 이거 어쩌고로 해놓자. 모르겠다. 그래서 누군가 불을 태웠다 아니면 제가 일부러 태웠다. 일단 잠깐만, 여기 뭐야? 나 여기 조사 안 한 거 같은데? 여기 사슬이 약하다. 그림을 위해 이렇게 걸어둘라고 했다? 그래? 관뚜껑에는 누군가 석탄 손자국을 남겼다. 발자국을 여러 개 남겼다. 절뚝거린다는 것을 알 수 있다. 액자 틀이 비어 있었고 담배의 꽁초를 찾았다. 허허. 일단 다시 해보자. 저기 조사했으니까. 왜 어려운데? 일단 여기서 나왔겠지? 절었다는 것까지 이렇게 표시하진 않을 거 아니야. 그리고 여기는 박사래. 보겔이 연걸로 하고 여기서 내려왔다는 게 있을 거냐. 박사래. 나 자꾸 나 왜 자꾸 박살하지? 이렇게 내려왔다. 그러니까 저기 한번 열어보고 이거를 세웠다. 아, 여기 얘겠지. 마네킹이겠지. 이 그림을 빼서 여기 지금 태웠다는 건가? 누군가가? 석탄 손자국은 왜 있을까? 이게 왜 여는 게 얘밖에 없지? 얘가 만약 여기서 걸어 나왔다면 손에 석탄 자국 남는 게 얘인데? 설마 이걸 진짜 찍어? 얘가 진짜 찍다가 손바닥에 석탄이 묻어서 저것도 한번 열어두고 열면서 뭐 손자국이 생겼고 얘가 이것도 태우고 그랬다는 건가? 아, 아니면 이게 시간으로 따지면 전날 밤 여기서 이렇게 들어왔다. 그러고 여기에 이렇게 숨어 있었다. 이걸 태우고 저기 있는 그림을 꺼내서 여기 태우고 여기서 도망갔다는 게 있나 혹시? 들어왔다. 도망가는 게 없네.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel
일단
heard
이게
the noise.
맞았나?
At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
그래요. 아무튼 맞았대요.